and go overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for one, I like to go overseas more so than dealing with the Latinas here in America because I don't know, man. I got this thing that I feel like you said, when they cross over here to America, something happens. So I don't even be wanting to deal with Latinas that speak English. I just think it's something when it comes down to America that they change, man. They're just not the same. So when you go overseas, I usually get to deal with women that, just like the little things in life. Like I can go out for ice cream. I can take a walk on the Millicone. I can like walk up a mountain and be still considered a high value man without having to drop $10,000 on flights to Dubai, to France, and all of these different things. So that's the main reason why I like going over versus dealing with the Latinos here.
Okay. On Jay, the floor is yours. On Jay.
What up, man? What up, chat? Man, look. My brothers in here, they giving y'all the PG version. Y'all know shit. No, on a serious note, man, I just think really like I've dated a lot of sisters, man. I was married to what, three and a half,
Mm-hmm.
but I just think, man, most of all, we want to feel like we're respected. I think we want to feel like we're loved. I truly believe that most of my friends, man, over the years, they wanted to get down with just one lady, but then most of my friends, they complain about the nagging, the constant badgering them. No matter what they do, it's not good enough. No
Hmm.
matter how hard you work, it's not good enough. And now with society now and with the internet, it's opened up our eyes to the whole world. I remember growing up, man, we only knew like chicks within a 4 block radius. We didn't know
Yeah.
that there were, even though in Chicago you had Latinas on one side, but we weren't
Hmm.
allowed to cross over those streets. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
now we're like, okay, this is what's really happening, man. And I tell you, man, I was miserable, bro. But then you get to a lot of the Latina women, man. They appreciate us. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. I think that some of it has to do with the way that their men treat them. Like my girl says she would never date a Colombian again. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
she hadn't dated in 3 years before we met. And the last guy she was married to for 20 years, he was a Colombian. But she said a lot of these guys, man, they beat their women. They don't take them. I mean, she's from Cartagena. And I've taken her to more restaurants and
Hmm.
treated her better than any man has ever in her whole life. Like I've taken her places that she's never been. So, and then of course the sexiness. Like I took her home with me for my daughter's graduation, man, and man, a lady just went
Mm.
up to her and was like, "Yo, you are very exotic and you're beautiful." You know what I'm saying? I mean, she just stood out of the rest of the people that was in there. And it's for a reason because she's at the gym every day. She gets up at 5 o'clock every morning working out, bro. Literally, like I don't have to lift a finger. And not saying that I want to slave or anything like that, but she actually gets offended if I try to do something for myself as far as around the house or whatever. And I mean, it's just I mean, I think that these women want to be women. They don't want to be masculine. They want to be led. And those things are very important in a relationship. You gotta there's a hierarchy to everything, and it
Mhm.
just makes it work. But man, I just once you get it, like my man said, once you get a taste of that, bro, it's hard to go back to that
Yeah.
nonsense, man. It really is.
Yeah, man. Well, look, let me ask you this, and then we're gonna move on. What what other qualities in that woman that make you feel like you feel about her? What other qualities does she have besides the cooking and cleaning and that exoticness that a lot of women in America don't have, regardless of race?
Besides the cooking and cleaning.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was
tell you,
that was actually for Unc J.
I
oh,
mean,
okay.
I mean, personally, bro. I mean, besides that, I mean, it's just men are visual. bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the sexiness that's a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? We don't really care about what your degrees are. We don't care about
Yeah.
a man will take a broke chick in a hut if she treat him right and she putting that thing on him or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's good. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're simple creatures, bro. We don't ask for a whole lot. We really don't. But the things that a lot of the Western women seem to care about. Man, I ain't never seen a guy say, "Oh man, those lashes are really good. Oh, that lace front looks that lace front is hitting today or whatever." You
Mhm.
know, oh,
Yeah.
your nails are just so beautiful. We
Mm-hmm.
don't care about that, man. You know,
Exactly.
at the end of the day, man, we just want to get treated and be, you know, just be appreciated. I think in the end, but man, I tell you that's because we are visual. That sexiness goes a long way, brother. It
Yeah,
goes a long way.
Hmm.
it definitely does. But look, I'm gonna circle back to you, brother Kobe. But I want to give a shout out for the $10 super chat, brother Ellis paying tithes, man. I appreciate it. Look, I'm gonna let some other brothers on, but first I wanted to get through with these 4 brothers first. Then I'll let a couple of people get on towards the end. And we're gonna start maybe on Fridays, man. Have like the Royal Rumble. Let everybody come on, let everybody have a good time. But I want to try to balance the show out a little bit. We're gonna go from there. A lot of this OJ idea. OJ got on me too. OJ say, "Look, you got to have a 2-drink minimum, brother." Don't be doing it like that. So, man, I
Hey,
appreciate
brother.
that. But look,
See, you know what?
I'm not gonna take that medicine.
A real brother gonna tell you when you're slipping, man. You
All
know what
right,
I'm
now
saying?
listen. Now look, you talking real. Now this is for the next question. I'm gonna go to my brother right now, Kobe, on that. Um, we see a lot of stuff, and we gonna keep it on Latinas and stuff. But
Yeah.
let's bring it back to the station right here because you just tied on something I want to talk about. Real people
Okay.
who care for you
Yeah.
tell you the truth. And why do you think? And this is part of the dating. This is why I believe a lot of men are leaving too, because in our community in the States, we don't really have a lot of power. We can't say anything because if you tell the truth, you're castrated. And I think that's a reason why a lot of people go in Latin America, Thailand, Africa, they zooming in anywhere they can get. Shout out to Zoom Thailand. They're going wherever they can go because people get tired of trying to fix the community, fix the dating, where you got a group of people who don't want to fix it. So what do you think about that, brother Kobe? The floor is yours.
Why you're asking pretty much why is it hard to tell the truth
Yeah.
in the States, right? Or is that the
Yeah,
question?
that's
Why is
it.
it hard to be truthful? Uh I mean, I think that can go in a few different directions. I think overall it's not beneficial
Mm-hmm.
to the system, really, because if we tell men the truth, then
And we talking
they're
about
going to
women too.
have a lot more power. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Very true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, overall, that's how they keep us separated, right? Because if you tell the truth, then we're going to be more connected as a family unit.
Mm-hmm.
But if we lie, when men lie, women buy. That's the saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you lie to women and they just buy things, whatever it is, all the big companies, and then they're able to separate men by it's almost like we don't necessarily have a voice or an opinion, right? And that's why this movement or guys just traveling outside of the system can be a threat because it's breaking that, I don't want to say control over people,
Mm-hmm.
over men, over women, right? It's kind of a glitch in the matrix, so to speak. I think that's really it, man. You can't tell the truth because it affects the status quo of the way things are overall.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we'll get attacked. Even if you're telling a guy something simple is, hey, you can have better options because maybe you're not a millionaire. So your money may go further in the DR. Okay. What's the problem with that? But it's a problem because he might tell another guy. Then he might tell another guy. Then this spreads, and now we have a movement of men going abroad affecting the status quo. So, that's what I think about it overall. Yeah.
All right, Men on the Move. Now, Men on the Move, you come out of that red pill space. I don't know, Brother Kobe, into that. I don't like putting people in stuff. But me and you kind of red pill type guys, man. We believe in men's rights. And like one of the brothers just wrote on here that they hate us because we're telling men that they have options. And you know how this stuff go coming out of that community, man. Why is it we can't tell? Like, he dealt with general, but I'm talking about too just women. Like if you told women, hey man, you're real masculine, I'm looking for something feminine, they say you hate your mama. What do you think about that?
Oh, we canceled. We can't say that type of stuff, man. Not in this day and age. You can't say it at all, bro. Like now, if you attack any type of woman in any way that make them feel, less than, or make them feel down about something, you can't call them fat. You can't tell them that they don't cook for them and they need to learn how to cook. You can't tell them that they don't deserve, a high value man. You can't tell them that they need to be married before they hit the age of 40. So it's so hard for men to get a voice on anything within America now, because it feels like anything that we say that was basically ingrained in us since the 1980s and before is basically considered toxic masculinity now, or we are what's called misogynistic. It's just so much that men just can't do that women can do. Women have so much power over the media. Men don't have any power over the media. We don't have like a voice. How you see a lot of ladies go on, what's those like talk shows that be on TV? Men don't have nowhere near that equivalent. The equivalent that we got right now is what we're doing right now on YouTube. That's the closest thing we got. And this is, it's not funded. It's not backed by anything. And women just got a lot of power when it comes down to like a lot of support, because they support a lot of things with their money. So a lot of people are going to support them back. Men don't really have that, much less a black man in America.
Yeah, man, you're right. So Brother Jay, the next question, because he tied on something I want you to answer. How important is this kind of man type of environments like this where we can have a barbershop, have open discussion, talk about these things?